Hi, it's Tim Carroll with Team TLC Mahar & Associates, and today we're here to talk about the 10 fun facts about the town of Land O'Lakes and the Tampa Bay area. Now, it's a given, obviously, that there's a lot of lakes in Land O'Lakes. But did you know that Land O'Lakes is home to more than 50 lakes? 50 lakes here in the town.
Wow, that's a lot.
Ski lakes like Lake Thomas, Bay Lake, Curve Lake, and East Lake, and King Lake, which is a very beautiful lake. The second fact that's interesting is Dupre Gardens was a beautiful botanical garden, 900 acres, back in the 40s and the early 50s. It was one of the first roadside attractions here in Florida, located off Aaron's Cutoff in Land O'Lakes. You've probably driven past the original gatehouse on the right-hand side of Aaron's Cutoff going north. And that's a really cool thing. It's been there for years. Dupre Gardens was also a private 25-acre botanical garden, had more than 300,000 visitors a year, and is closed in the early 1950s. Now, the third thing that's interesting about Land O'Lakes is we have a Swampfest. You can't consider yourselves a Land O'Lakes resident if you haven't attended the Swampfest. Hosted by Land O'Lakes High Booster Club, the Swampfest is an annual festival in town. Swampfest is a typical carnival with lots of midway rides and fried treats. It's held the last weekend of October or the first weekend of November each year. So number 4 is wide open spaces. One of the things we love most about Land O'Lakes is the conservation space. One of our favorite things, Connor Preserve. The preserve was formed, 8,000 acres was the Connor Ranch, and they sold off the 8,000 acres to the Connor company that built Connerton, and they said they need to at least have 3,000 acres for a preserve. So they preserved 2,980 acres of natural area in Land O'Lakes as part of the wildlife habitat corridor between Starkey Wilderness Preserve and the Cypress Creek Preserve. So it's called the Connor Preserve. There are 15 miles of unpaved multi-use trails in the preserve and 6 miles of equestrian trails. There's number 5, there's also a really unique and cool place in Land O'Lakes, and the Connor Preserve is the home to the RC Flying Field, maintained by the Bay City Flyers Model Airplane Club. This field has 2 grass runways, it's really cool, 2 covered shelters, restroom facilities, and there's a wide open public space too. It's the largest and most active RC flying club in the Tampa Bay area. Sporting clays, number 6. What do you get when you combine golf with a shotgun? You get sporting clays. The Tampa Bay Sporting Clays Club is located off of Aaron's Cutoff in Land O'Lakes. It has 3 courses for shooting clay birds and various stations, and quite a fun thing to do. I've been there a few times. Number 7, we are the dubious honor of having the Nudist resort capital of the world. If you read that correctly, Land O'Lakes is Florida known as the nudist capital of the world. Why? This area has more clothing optional and nudist resorts in the community than any other area in the U.S. or Florida. In fact, Pasco County has 13 resorts that are clothing optional and neighborhoods in the area, and an estimated 10,000 permanent residents in those clothing optional communities. What's in a name? And number 8, the naming of a city is surrounded by controversy. The best guess? The name was selected in the 1950s following a public contest. Just to note, the Dairy Butter Company, Land O'Lakes, is located in Arden Hills, Minnesota. So the Land O'Lakes name came from here somehow. Now, the number 9 is the Sanders Memorial Elementary School. What's important about that is Sanders Memorial Elementary is one of the oldest schools in Land O'Lakes. It was opened in 1948 to replace a smaller wooden school by nearby towns. The school was named after a Pasco County judge who also served as a school principal and superintendent. The school closed at the end of 2010 year and was renovated and reopened as Sanders Memorial Elementary Magnet School with a focus on science and technology. It's a beautiful school. And number 10, there are 2 golf courses in Land O'Lakes, Plantation Palms and the Groves. Plantation Palms is an 11-acre golf course with 6,800-yard championship course, as well as an 18-hole mini golf course and Mulligan's Irish Pub, which is a great place to go eat. The Groves, located as a 55-up community, it is an 18-hole course, par 65 course suitable for all skill levels. They also have a putting green and the Groves Grill to eat at. Bonus, over 19 square mile town, around 20,000 residents in 2000. In 2010 was around 32,000. Today, it's estimated to close at least 40,000 residents in the town of Land O'Lakes. And that's the overview. If you liked it, please ring the bell and subscribe. And we'll see you at the next video.